I've gotten a lot of questions as to what I'm doing with my nutrition while I'm in this period of recovering from my injury and surgery in general. So basically, I decided during this time that I was going to continue bulking, to continue my pretty heavy duty bulk because my body weight got drastically low where it's not supposed to be. So I decided to continue bulking, and people are kind of asking questions about it because they're thinking that everything will just come on as fat gain and won't even out. And if I'm not training right now, what's the point of bulking? Well, there's a couple things here with that. First thing being that I wouldn't be wanting to cut or shred during this period because I am recovering from an injury. And if you're in a caloric deficit while recovering from an injury, it won't allow it to heal properly, because if you think about it, losing fat puts more stress on the muscles and on the tendons and all the little things that we don't really think about when it comes to training and dieting in general. So it put too much stress on that, and it also wouldn't allow it to heal properly. But by bulking and having a caloric surplus, I'm allowing my body to properly heal and give it the nutrients that it needs to be able to heal at a fast rate and to heal properly. Now, if I were to cut during this time, I would probably experience a slower recovery, more pain. It would be a little more agitated because, well, a lot of things happen when you're in a caloric deficit and you're looking to lose fat, but then you also lose some muscle, and that's just inevitable. So, yes, I am still bulking. I probably continue this bulk for maybe another month or so. I was just given the okay by my doctor. I had my post-op visit today. I was given the okay to start doing some leg accessories, like some preloaded leg press and hamstring curl, leg extension, seated calves, glute kickbacks on the cable crossover, things of that nature that won't put any stress or apply any pressure to my shoulder, arm area in general. So I'm very excited to begin that because, to be honest, I miss being in the gym. I've missed just being in that environment. So I'm very excited to get back in there. It will be a couple more months probably until I can train fully and have full range of motion. I do start physical therapy tomorrow, which I'm happy about because it's just speeding this process up. Once I get into physical therapy, I'll probably have about 3 to 6 months of that going on, and at the 6-month mark is when I'm supposed to be fully healed and be able to jump back into soccer full time, be able to dive, be able to have all the range of motion except for like a little bit. I won't be able to extend as much as I used to, but I'm very excited to have that back, and I want this process to go quickly because I miss being in the gym. So I'm on my way to PT, like the first one back since I've had this. And I'm walking through the graveyard again. If you watch my old vlogs, you would know what I'm talking about. Struggle city right now because I'm carrying my backpack with one shoulder and one arm. So that's a little bit of a hassle. But yeah, I was reading over the paperwork yesterday that I got at my post-op visit when they took my stitches out, which doesn't really hurt at all, by the way, because I thought it would. But I can't really do much, so I guess today we're just going to work on some like strengthening stuff with my grip. But I'll let you know what else we do since I'm documenting this whole thing, so yeah. First of all, sorry about this lighting. I know it's awful. I'm sitting in front of Panera trying to get food right now because I am hungry and I haven't eaten in a couple hours. So that's what I'm doing right now. I just wanted to go over how physical therapy went pretty well. Honestly, there is a lot of pain, and I'm definitely feeling it now because it's very sore. And basically, I'm only allowed to do 90 degrees laying down. So standing up, I'm not allowed to raise my arms or go backwards, go to the side like a lateral raise, anything like that. Obviously no weights because it's very, very tender. And the tissue, he ended up fixing a lot of tissue. It was a lot worse than I thought it was in the beginning, the surgery itself and the amount of damage I actually did to it. So what she had me do is basically I just took like a broomstick and I lifted it as I was laying down. My left hand did the majority of the work since I can't lift any weight, not even pretty much my phone with my right arm. I lifted the broomstick to 90 degrees above my head as far as I could go, basically, till my arms were straight up in the air as I was laying down. So I did that for a couple sets, around like 10 to 15 reps. And then she also has me doing, I can't go past 30 degrees when I'm doing external rotation. So when I'm moving my arm like this, I can't go past 30 degrees, which is pretty much there, which is very little range of motion, very like, I don't know how to put it. It's very small. It's very little range of motion. So that's what she has me doing. So basically, with the same broomstick, I hold the end of the broomstick in my right hand, which is the injured arm, and then I push a little pressure with my left as I'm holding the opposite end of the broomstick until I start to feel a pain, which I feel it at about 5 to 10 degrees, and I'm supposed to be at 30 degrees. So if that shows you anything, it's some pretty extensive damage that was done, and the pain is legit. I totally forgot to show you guys exactly what I did with my PT exercises, but I did them 2 separate times, and I did about 3 sets of 10 or so. And to be honest, this morning I had a lot of pain in my shoulder and just like the overall achy feeling that I felt right after surgery because, well, I'm guessing it's because of the fact that I haven't been moving it like that and that much or in that direction since the surgery, and it's not used to that, so it's going to be very sore and very painful, and I can already tell. It was just after the first session, and she took it very light on me, I could tell, because I've been there before, and I know how she works. So, yeah, we're just going to deal with the pain now. If I have the chance, I will try to show you guys exactly what I'm doing and demonstrate it as best as possible. I just learned these today, so my form and technique is probably not going to be 100%, but I just figured that I would show you because I want to try to document my progression because I just think it's super important. And right now I can barely do anything and everything hurts, so I just think it'll be cool to look back within a couple of months and see how far I've come.
Former son,